Look at that. I don't know how far. Oh, it goes really high up. I might have to tilt this. My little flower Who did that? Boy. Let me tell you. All right. Hey, sexy souls. Welcome to Weird and Woo Woo, where it's kind of in the title. We are all weird. We own our weird. And we get a little woo woo. Okay. That's doing good today. Look at that. Hey, LP. Alrighty. So today's a coffee and tarot. It's gonna get wonky, guys. It's gonna get a little wonky over the next couple weeks, at least two. It's the holiday season, things kind of whatever. So we're gonna get on when we can. I'm hoping January will be like the really set schedule. I get so annoyed. I need to repaint over that. I burned my desk. Anywho's, okay. So I've got my coffee ready. I'm feeling like there's a discombobulation is what we're going to call it. A discombobulation in like what's what to do, like, I feel like there's like, it feels like several things coming to a head, and it's kind of like, and I don't know why I feel like the next 2 weeks also, and mine is because of kids, like like things are just, a little wonky, schedules, things like that, holidays, that kind of stuff. But I feel like there is some level of, I don't know, figuring something out or figuring things out, right? There's feels like to be something more about the next 2 weeks. And maybe that's just the general energy of everything's kind of up in the air right now. And it's like, okay, let's wing this. I don't know, but that's the energy. To the point, I don't even know exactly how to describe it. Does that make sense? Hey, Trisha. So we're just going to kind of like dive in. Like, I feel like there's confusion, clarity, and like a decision to be made, and also like we shall see. Like, I don't know, it feels really just kind of like all of those smooshed into one energy ball. Okay. So hey, Cappy. And I know that we talked about, I have been doing research on the astrocartography, and I'm trying to do my own so that I can use my chart as an example for those that are in the group. And I might start posting random stuff in there to kind of like, hey, do you know where this line is? And hey, do you know where this line is? So that you can figure it out in your own chart. And like throw some hints out so we can kind of come prepared for a conversation. I wanted to have this conversation sooner. However, December happened. It's like the holiday season really does kind of like kerfluffle things. So, it has been busy without being busy. You ever been busy without having anything really busy? Like, you're like, how am I so busy? Like, I don't get it. It's been like that. So there you go. So I will start throwing some things out. And we will start discussing things, but I really do. I always use myself as an example so people can kind of learn off of me and then emulate that and then kind of like go back to their own thing. And so that's the reason why I'm like, I want to know, I want to kind of like discuss and show my stuff first. That way you all can go, oh, okay. And then even decide if it's a tool that you want, that kind of stuff. So people who are in that group and you're like, is she going to post? Like, but like the times where I'm working through things and reading up and getting information is like sporadic. I'm like, I'll have 3 nights this week I can do. No, I did not, so it's one of those things where I'm like, and I don't know about you all, but like when I have my child around, he loves to talk and he loves to do things. And when he takes a break, the other ones chime in. And so I just can't, like, I need like undivided attention when I'm looking at this, when it's something brand new. So just putting that PSA out there that I'm like, well, and too many people say that too many people, like there's a lot of people that are into astrocartography that say that people take it too lightly and think it's like too simplistic. So I'm trying to make sure that I bring enough information to see to let you know whether or not it's something you want to look at. So anywho, let's move on. Hey, David. So yeah, I feel like saying we're going to have a conversation today about the next 2 weeks and any information that might be pertinent for you. But something tells me if I come on during the next 2 weeks, it'll be like, okay, now there was the overview, and now we're going to take it step by step. You know what I mean? Like, you know how sometimes like you narrow in. I don't know. I'm saying that it feels like that right now, but you know how it is. We start pulling cards, and spirit has a mind of their own. And all right, so they are already bringing me to Starman Tarot, like when I was still trying to say something. If you ever hear me go, oh, and no, like, and I draw out words, that's because I'm getting something 9 times out of 10. Okay, funny thing is, I saw this upside down. It's the 9 of Wands, and I always try to keep things upright. 9 of Wands in reverse is like no longer being guarded or letting your guard down. Okay, so that might be pertinent right now. It may be pertinent to not have your guard up. Sometimes your guard or like a wall can be disguised as preconceived notions or expectations of something very specific, and then that way it's kind of like that's how your wall or your guard, like your personal guard up, it can manifest is by trying to control a situation or like have specific expectations of something. And it's like, that's you not being open, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So. And if your guard is up, Spirit's asking you to let your guard down. Okay? Let's see. We'll just get started. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but there you go. 9 of Cups. If that is not the right card to start a fucking reading on, can I just say? David, you don't have any work to do? That's like the best. I mean, I know you're like, no, put me busy, please. But I'm like, that's the best when like you're like, I don't have any work to do and I'm still getting paid. What? That's like, yeah, like enjoy the how do I put it? Enjoy the break, dude. Come on. That coffee tastes weird. I don't know what I did to it, but I did something to it. All right, so we got the 9 of Cups. That's wish fulfillment. That's personal contentment. That is like belly full, smile on your face, feeling yourself kind of energy right there. Okay, 9 of Cups. Wish, desire, magic. I just heard the bougie something classic. Like, what is that song? There's like a whole bougie. What is it? Oh, I can't ever for the songs. All right, what else? Spirit, where we're going. Okay, obviously. King of Swords. That I feel that's a decisiveness. I was like, I don't know. It feels like there's a decision wrapped up in something, and I don't know. You can choose to follow your dream, or you can choose to follow your fear. There's the decision. If there's something that you're desiring right now, let's say in the next 2 weeks, if there's something that you seriously desire and you feel like you come to an impasse of like, I could, but then you have some level of anxieties coming through that you like you could either choose either one. Like I don't care what it is. I don't care if you're like, oh, I would love to go. I should go stay the night somewhere. I should go to such and such town and go and enjoy that. And da, 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 da. They're like, you can either choose that Or you can choose the anxiety, the Nine of Swords, that tells you every little like con. It's almost like you can look at the pros and cons, and like somehow you do a really good job of finding all the cons on something, and like all the potentialities of something that could go wrong, right? And the King of Swords is like, either way, you got to make a decision, because the King of Swords does not make a decision. He makes a decision, and they're like, how are you going to do it? How are you going to do it? And the fact that they led with the Nine of Cups is almost like, I feel like they're hinting like, hey, could you make a Hold on. I hear a car alarm going and I'm feeling like it. Okay, maybe it's not. Good Lord. I almost had a fit. Sorry. That scared me for a second. I was like, why is my car alarm going off? Oh, I guess it's upside down. So yeah, but he doesn't not make a decision. He's like that's the whole premise. He's very decisive. Now sometimes he makes it as a upright King of Swords, and sometimes not. But either way, he's made a decision. You want to tell us about it? Ten of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. What? Okay, this is weird. I've got the king of, like here, we have a king with two cards on each side. Now, the King of Wands is all about action, focus, follow through, drive, right? Pardon my coughing, guys. Only thing is, on each side of him is what I feel like the energy is for your decision making, for what you're supposed to do. Like they're telling you, whatever decision you make, this should be the premise of it. I feel like whatever decision you make could either bring about a level of anxiety for you, or it can bring about a wish fulfillment. It is also the decision between what you really want and desire and your fear. Like which one's going to dictate the decision. But I do think that ultimately one choice, oh good Lord, one choice is going to lead to more anxiety and fear induction, whereas the other one will lead to some level of wish fulfillment. And the King of Wands is like, your actions should solely be centered around the Ten of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is a return to pleasure. Ten of Pentacles is like long-term gain, long-term fulfillment. I keep getting like the level, like this involves other individuals. It's like something that benefits others, not just yourself. But I think that it I keep flipping this fucking deck. I'm going to ask about that. Why do I have questions about the Ten of Pentacles? Like, clarify the Ten of Pentacles for me. I'm all over the place. Wheel scheiße. Choice and decision. Well, they're not exactly telling me what the Ten of Pentacles is. Can I just tell you that? But they are telling me that you are hesitant. There's a choice. There's an opportunity. Page of Swords is like an invite. It is a message. It is you know, like, hey, how about, like, I just feel like it's somebody reaching out to you about something. And then but the Four of Cups is that abstaining. It is the uncertainty. It's almost as if it's like saying, well, not doing something or not accepting something. Um, like there's some information being revealed. Like, have you not given your answer yet? Is that also what it is? Because it's like there's a decision and you're kind of like, and you haven't given some kind of a decision yet. You haven't communicated with somebody what your choice is. So maybe that's the reason why I felt the convergence of all those energies is because I'm like, it's like all these different things in one wrapped into one energy ball. And it's because no decision has been made yet. So like all timelines or all possibilities exist at this moment. And you may be feeling all of it at once. That would be a true crossroads, guys. When you can feel the energy of varying different timelines and paths. Something about this, if you take action towards this, not only is it going to bring it's going to, I think it allows you to kind of like there is a return to some, I said innocence, I was going to say childlike energy, but there's a return to some level of innocence in something like and funny that it's below the anxiety card, right? The Nine of Swords. So it's kind of like this is, although if you think about it, his actions could be based, like Six of Cups is also about your history, patterns, the past, and the Ten of Pentacles would definitely be about the future because it's talking about longevity, your legacy, things like that. So you can take actions in regards to repeating the past, or you can take some actions that will benefit your future, your choice. Oh. But then again, I still get I'm getting a lot of dual meanings for a lot of these things. This is like if they were to say, what should you be putting your energy behind? Something pleasurable, something enjoyable, something that gets you back to your pure essence that would secure your future. Something's going to secure your future. So why then are you having this apathy? This, like, because you're obviously not engaging in something that you see before you, and you're not engaging in the proverbial cup that comes from the sky. Like, why? Why? Help to explain this. Let's pull a different deck. What's going on here? There's a choice to be made. Can we clarify the choice? And then we'll clarify the app. I mean, I get it. There's a level of resistance because maybe because there's anxiety because of the past, something to that effect. But like, let's clarify. Let's not jump the gun on anything. Okay, thank you. New era elements. The choice. What is the choice? Can you give us an indication as far as the choice? What the fuck? So the choice is, I don't know, between the Emperor and the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like this is like entrepreneurial. It definitely has that tone to it. You'd have to go after something though. The Emperor He creates, he does, he makes it happen, he builds something, he goes after something. 10 of Pentacles, again, I feel like this is your financial abundance. Like, are you aware of this? Because, like, I mean, if Spirit was like, by the way, if you choose this, you're gonna have this. You know what I mean? Like, who's not? Why is somebody not? Like, what the fuck? Like, why is that a moon? Like, I don't understand. Okay, this fell out. So there's a deep-seated fear of destruction. What? But then again, if you look at it, they're like, there's a choice. Okay, the choice is between being in control of your life and your destiny, and being in charge of it and making it happen and bringing it about and being the emperor over your empire, creating that empire and having some level of legacy or longevity, financial success, and being able to care for yourself and others, or living off of fear and constantly facing some level of oppression and destruction. Like, I mean, they present it very much like it's like a no-brainer, right? They're presenting it like it's like a duh, like there's no real choice here. So then what the fuck is the apathy? Because if you put these two together, like, this makes sense then. It's like there's something in the center, and there's always like, this or this. And it's like you keep making it sound like you want history to repeat itself, or do you want your future? It's like, well, motherfucker, shit. I mean, when you put it like that, it seems easy. But this is someone who's like, and sometimes you don't see that proverbial cup, right? The cup's coming like out of the sky behind you, so you don't see it yet. So it's kind of like, I mean, there's got to be a reason you're not, because when they present it like this, it's a no-brainer. I just feel like it would be, in my opinion. So to me, I don't understand like that. We're not going to do that because that was, I don't know how that left got switched over, but anyway, like Spirit. No offense, but I feel like you're omitting a little something, because like that, like anytime you present something like that would definitely the base human would be like, shit. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm like, yeah, you're not telling me everything. So why are they 4 cups in this shit? Oh, because the level of change that would bring. Oh shit. We have the Knight of Swords and the Chariot. This would be like irrevocable change. This would be. But again, I feel like if we're relating like anxieties and fears and oppressive things as being something from the past, like something that you've constantly experienced in the past, then again, I don't feel like you would be like, no, I don't want it. I don't think it would be that bit difficult of a decision. So please clarify, because I don't get this. Is this in stark contrast to something else? Because here we got the King of Wands again, and we have the 5 of Wands, y'all. 5 of Wands, what the fuck? 5 of Wands can be like competing goals or feeling like there's a struggle to do something. Like something, it makes it difficult for you to just do, to follow through, to like act on this without hesitation. Because I feel like that's the King of Wands. That motherfucker is like, this shit's done. It's done before it's ever started. Like, I've got this. There's a level of confidence, and maybe there's some level of like a lack of confidence here. Why? Can we not play Ring Around the Rosie right now? Can we not just circle around it? Can we get to the point? That'd be great. That'd be great. Why? Okay. Somebody has a choice for travel. It would require travel. That's why. A trip, A vacation. This is the proverbial Six of Swords, right? The one that's usually in the boat. Something is stopping somebody from just gung-hoing this shit and doing it and being like, abso-fucking-lutely. And for some of you, it may be either the time, because the Six of Swords can also talk about like the transition, and like you feel like I don't have time to do this, or travel, going somewhere, doing it, like, and it's a bit slower means. I don't know why they're bringing this up. So it might be something like, it could either, yeah, but it's funny, guys, because this is like space. So this is air travel. The traditional one is like a boat. So that's like over water type of situation. But the boat is like, it's one person rowing it. So it's kind of slow. So to me, that would also be like a road trip. So I thought I was getting, like, I was going to give you like a hint or some shit, because they talked about, they were thinking, I was like, oh, the speed of it. Maybe that's the issue. Like how long it would take or something to that effect. And then they're like, but that's the air. And I'm like, oh, well, fuck. Great. Thank you. You have to make a decision. You have to. And there's just something, judgment's like a final decision. Like it's like a decision you can't come back from. Once you make the decision, you can't like, oh, no, never mind. So this would be like, there's like, okay, let's say there's like a particular conference being offered, right? And it's like, if you go, there's something in it for you, which we've been channeling. And I told you all, some of y'all will be waiting to the last fucking minute because you're at the back of the bus, you're at the back of the plane, you're deboarding last, you're rounding up the, there's always that one adult at the end of all the kids to make sure everybody else gets to go. And so then they get to go, like they have to make sure everybody goes ahead. And so there's going to be a couple of stragglers at the end, and it's going to be like this for them. That's what it feels like. I feel like it may be like, oh, last minute, or it may be like, oh, like, but maybe timing as far as like, oh, that's going to take up a lot of time for this, or, there's something difficult in it. Like maybe it's at a distance and you're like, oh, I don't know if I can do that. But like, if you choose not to, like, let's say there's a deadline to apply, or there's a deadline, like if you don't, then you just flat out the fuck up don't. Like you can't go, oh, never mind, I want to. And then it's like, it's too late. So you have to kind of like make a decision. Because that's the final decision. Okay. So, and I guess it makes sense. Chariot would be about travel also. Knight of Swords is like, there would be a major change. But the thing is, whatever this changes is going to bring about like victory and forward movement. Like there's like shit will pick up. I don't know if you're meant to like do something, and like, again, let's use the conference. Like maybe there's a skill set or something that you will get out of going to something that will create massive change. Because I don't know. I got to be honest with you. I don't think you see just how important this decision is. And I remember one of the readings where it was like, it's going to seem inconsequential. It's going to seem like, and we talk about, there's that saying in that one movie where it's like, why is it that all, some of the most major decisions in your life are small little decisions in your, in your day-to-day routine kind of thing. It's like, this doesn't seem on the outlook. Because I'm telling you, if Spirit said, this is your decision, like whether you do something or don't is going to result in this, you'd be like, fuck that, I'm going. But you don't see it. You don't realize it. You don't understand the level of change that's going to happen as a result. And so you don't see the transition that this is going to bring. You don't see it. Something is kind of like, you're like, well, like maybe if the conference was closer, you know what I mean? Something's meant to happen. You're going to get something that's going to change everything, and it's going to open up doors. It's going to be the pivot that you need. Oh, You can't talk like it comes out with every deck. There's the Lovers. Oh my God, this decision, this fucking decision, the Death card, the transition, the Phoenix rising, the closing of one cycle, opening up of another. This is like a finality. There's a finality with this. This could be the moment. It seems so small. There's a decision to be had, and you're going to miss an opportunity that you can't fathom and you can't envision. Lord of mercy, guys. One door closes, another opens. There's something about this decision that brings massive transformation. And I want to say puts things right. You've been waiting so long for this change, this Empress card. You've been waiting so long. You've been waiting so long. So let's pull another deck. What is this change then? Okay, well, we kind of know. We don't know the details, right? We don't know the details. So somebody is, David has been mentioning feeling something coming. And David, I'm just going to say, I can't get it out of my head that maybe you're feeling this decision and you feel the brevity of it. But when it presents, it may not present as major as you think. You think it's just like, oh. And if there's something where you're like, you have a desire, this is for everybody, not just David, sorry. Now I'm moving into the message for everybody. But like, if there's something you desire, but something is stopped, like some level of anxiety or worry or concern, you're like, man, I don't really know. Like, you know what I'm saying? And especially if there's some level of travel to it, you need to go with your initial reaction of the desire. Because remember, we kept hearing that your intuition would know that something would be a fuck yes, but then your brain would try to talk you out of it. That's coming up. That's what's coming up. And there's going to be some hesitation within you. But also, this Four of Cups is the representation of that proverbial cup coming in. Like this decision, this choice, this opportunity that's being communicated to you, this invite, whatever it is actually the cup you've been waiting on. Because in traditional Rider-Waite, you're staring at the three cups and you're like, nope, 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 nope. And you're just waiting for the break. You're waiting for that thing. And Spirit's like coming in to the rescue with the cup. But it's not going to be dressed up in bells and whistles where that's the one. You're going to know that's the one because you haven't, like, here's the thing. You're not going to know that that's the choice that's going to change everything. But remember, Spirit said you're going to know it by the way that it feels. It's going to be a fuck yes. So it is something that's like a fuck yes, but you have no clue that it's the thing that changes something. So Spirit is asking you to focus mostly on the fuck yes, like the initial desire. That yes. When you're making the decision, go with that. Okay, don't go with the brain being able to make a bigger con list and everything like that. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, so tell me about the Page of Swords then. Tell me about the Page of Swords. This is a fucking beneficial message. Holy shit. Do we really want to? Okay, so we're starting here. I was like, do we really want to? Like, sorry, we're doing time over here. That's right. Congratulations, Peter. Aw, dang it, David. Not getting paid for no work, whatever. Okay. Ooh, you don't want to be stuck here, huh? Well, be on the lookout. Okay, Peter, is what I would say. Be on the lookout. King of Swords. Oh, shit. Page of Swords. Page of Swords. It says Princess of Swords. It's the same as Page of Swords, right? King of Pentacles. Let's delve into this. Okay, so we're talking about the communication, the invite, the whatever it is, right? I feel like the King of Pentacles is somebody that's extending this. And obviously, the unicorn to me represents something that is like your unique way of making decisions or your unique way of maneuvering. I almost want to say the King of Pentacles is doing this because of something, but this may be. I get the feeling this is like an opportunity you haven't had before. You haven't done before necessarily. So that might be the ooh kind of thing about it. There may be so let me talk you through what I am receiving in regards to this card. So they're bringing me to the fact of the lion, right? The lion being representing Leo. Leo feeling like being okay with attention and stepping out into the forefront and like there's a level of bravery of being the in that, let's just say. But then there's this owning that unique aspect of yourself that may not necessarily be the status quo, right? Like it's more about being authentically yourself and honoring the self. And it's that unicorn, like, you know, be the unicorn in a sea of people who conform to the matrix, right? Who conform to program, who conform to society, however you want to, you know what I mean? This is standing out. Between these two, it's standing out. There's something about you that stands out. But I don't understand how it connects to this because I naturally want to go, oh my God, that's why the King of Pentacles is like, there's this King of Pentacles trying to, because you stand, like they're giving you this because you stand out in some capacity. I know this sounds so weird. These two go together also. And I feel like these two, the Devil and the Nine of Pentacles, is somebody's desire for a level of freedom or financial stability, kind of being the thing that binds you. that keeps you trapped. Like it is the thought processy, the Nine of Swords, like the anxiety and where your logical mind goes to. You're almost like a bitch to money. You are a slave to the idea of stability, and that dictates how you have made decisions. Like when you think of something from the mental state, you think of it strictly from a monetary standpoint. Because when you have the devil mixed with the Nine of Pentacles, it's almost as if it's like this either like a fear of losing financial stability or a fear of not being independent, like feeling like that is what's sticking you. That's where your apathy is. You following your gut instinct requires you to have confidence and guts. I'm just going to say, the Page of Wands to me is that and that's what this is. Confidence to go your own way, to do things differently. And so following the inner guidance, following that as your compass, it's also a test of faith, right? Because this is all about your faith, your trusting your intuition and having faith in the self and the confidence and courage. Okay. I need to understand who the fuck is this King of Pentacles then? Because I feel like I'm like, it doesn't feel like you. So what? Is it a what versus a person? Is it an energy? Am I getting that wrong? Like, again. So for who Magician, Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. By all means, somebody who had can there's somebody in this equation of this decision that can make something happen for you. Are you choosing not to, or are you hesitant to do something because there's a level of like what? Okay, let's use the conference again. What if you want to go to this conference and you're like, I don't have the money though. I don't have money because it requires money to do this travel. I'd have to blah, blah, blah. And somebody's like, I'll pay. I'll take care of that. But you and your Miss Independent, I'm thinking of that song, like this level of like if I have to have somebody pay for me to do it, should I really be going? Am I really financially stable enough to be doing something like that? Maybe this is just your sense of like, oh, like I don't need anybody's help. Like I don't say that you say it like that in your head, but good God, if your ego were to speak on its own and you weren't there to tamper it, it'd probably sound like that. I'm just saying, like this sense of pride of like I'm too independent for that. Is this the idea of swallowing your pride? Because a Lion and Leo is all about pride, and you going and you honoring the authentic part of you, which is the one that really desires this. Because this is kind of like the person that has the capacity to make something happen. That would help you go down a particular path and would love to see you do it. Ten of Cups. Or just knows that on the other side of that, there would be, Might test you a little bit in several different ways. I'm gonna put those back, right? Because if you have to have courage and confidence and trust your intuition and faith in doing something, and you have to kind of like swallow your pride and allow yourself to follow your inner knowing, the strange part of you that would be like, oh yeah, and not the logical, and not be a bitch to money or a sense of security, and not to pride, because the devil's all about pride as well. I don't need help. Oh, we've talked about this. Somebody's going to help you, and you're going to be all like, I don't need help. There's a lot wrapped up in this. There's a lot wrapped up in this. And they're breaking it down really fucking good. They're like, look, you ever have something that shows up in your life, seems inconsequential, but it's going to test you on so many levels? Not that Spirit's testing you, but this event, it's going to be a telltale sign. Let me just tell you, this decision is going to be a telltale sign of just how far you've actually fucking evolved. Because there's a lot of things. That's why, oh my God, I get it. When I said that there's like, I'm feeling 20 different things, or like so many different things all in one energy ball, and I can't figure out which it is, because this one event, this one inconsequential, doesn't seem like it's much, doesn't really matter thing, almost is like the culmination of several things you've probably worked on in your life up to this point. And little do you know, this decision is like the choice between the 9 of Cups and the 9 of Swords, the repeating history, or living into your destiny. Let's go back. Let's remind ourselves of this. It's literally, are you taking actions toward your destiny? Or are you taking action based upon what feels comfortable in your past, what you're used to? Like, are you damned to repeat a cycle, or are you going to move to? Because there's something final about this. And it's almost as if it's saying, like, look, like, and not that there's like, it'll never happen, but we sometimes make decisions, and it's like we are stuck on a timeline for a couple years. Like, I'm just saying. And who's to say by the time you get back to this spot again that you would be open to it ever? You know what I mean? And so maybe that's the problem. Maybe the problem is that if you say no this time, you won't stick with it. You won't be around the next time this type of opportunity arises, right? Like, there's a trajectory here. There's a pivot. This is the Knight of Swords. This is life changes drastically as a result. Well, anything you'd like to share about this? If you find yourself backing out of doing something because you either don't want to accept help from somebody, or because you feel like, oh, things aren't stable enough, I can't really do that, I can't, and it's like the idea of like, oh, I don't really have the money to go do this, and then Spirit, proverbial cup in the sky, sends you the answer to it, and you go, oh no, because your pride. It's like something that you may not be able to do, but somebody else can, and they kind of like, they're the bridge to giving you the go ahead, and you still choose not to. Like, do you realize? Because you may think, oh, no, I couldn't do that to you. What the fuck? Like, you don't see that this is a time, this is a crossroads. You're about to choose something that seems so inconsequential. You think that you're being great and nice, and it's like, you're meant to choose this because it's going to change the trajectory of your life. And I gotta reiterate, it's not a choice of the mind. It's a guttural knowing and desire. It's a, ooh, yeah. It's a, when it first presents, oh, fuck yeah. And it's like, oh, wait. Go with your gut. Go with what felt good first. It is a desire of yours. If you see any of that pop up in the next 2 weeks, you better fucking know that you better come bring your happy little fucking ass back to this damn reading, and you need to listen to it again. We got the King of Pentacles again with the moon. Oh my God. With the Knight of fucking Swords. King of Swords. We have all of these out already. King of Pentacles. There's the moon, which is, I feel like, and the fact that this particular moon card displays a level of, oh, can you see? You cannot see. I'm down too low. Shit. Let me show you. They're pregnant, like the Empress over here. King of Pentacles is strictly the one that can make something happen. It is, even if you don't want to attach it to a person, it is the opportunity to actually make something happen, a reality. So if something presents to remove an obstacle towards something for you, and you're like, oh, no, no, no. Mm-hmm. I just feel self-sacrificial. Like I will sacrifice something that would bring utter joy to me and fill my cup up. Like, here's the thing. It's going to be the 9 of Cups for you. It's going to be like, oh, yes. Like, it's going to fulfill some level of a wish. But equally, it's going to bring joy to others or even to the person that's helping you. And and I feel as if saying, like, it may be more than just you that finds this, that is happy about this. I mean, the ultimate joy that's experienced with the 10 of Cups. Oh, let me put that bad boy back down. And then we have the Knight of Swords. This decision, because these came out after, this decision is that pivot point that will change your trajectory. I don't know what else to tell you. Oh my God. At the bottom of the deck, I didn't see. It's a Fool. That's the Fool. You see? Can you see? Can you tell the word? I know. There it is. Yeah, you got it. I'm just saying. I just feel like the King of Pentacles is the thing that you need to be able to do this. You need to check your pride, is what I'm going to say. And check your sense of, like, your reality around what, you know, your independence is, like the sense of, like, stability is. Like, it might be trapping you and causing you to make the wrong decisions. Your hyper independence. Your need for independence. Sometimes we are not independent, and, like, we're trying to make all the decisions to make us independent, and, like, somehow we make the wrong decision. So Let me check in with you all and see what you're talking about. I moved to South Carolina and I'm so happy I made the move. I moved to a different town a few months back and I really enjoy it here. There's the something is so much better here than in that huge city. Well, all right, guys. I just feel like that's that. I don't feel like there's, but I gotta tell you, you're gonna have to make a decision, and it's going to be a more than you realize. And let me just remind you, even with like the finality, the feeling of finality that something brings, this is a judgment that you have to make where you answer the call, what you felt pulled to, not what your brain is saying you should or shouldn't do. Okay. So, and Peter, what if this job that you have offered, and I don't know because I'm not tapping in, but this is just my human saying this, right? What if the job is the key to moving somewhere else? You think, oh, I'm going to go at a particular trajectory. You have no clue what would transpire on the other side of that, right? So just, I don't know. Think about that. Okay. All right, guys, I hope you have a fantastic and wonderful day. I have a busy day ahead of me. Yeah, I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and I will see you guys later this week, okay?